Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we are going to be doing the next levels in our phonemic awareness games. We're going to be doing levels E1, E2, and E3. You're going to notice each day that our games change just a little bit, and they even get a little more difficult. So if you need to go back to yesterday and do levels D1 and D2, maybe you didn't do them, or maybe you just need some extra practice, that is completely fine. Just look for the Phonemic Awareness playlist and choose whichever video you need. You can revisit them as many times as you want. Even while we're doing them today, if you need to press pause and take a break and then come back, that's great, because today we are going to do 3 different sets, and we will do it a lot like yesterday. So the first time, I'm going to be clapping or having some supports for the first 10, and then we'll do 10 without the supports. So today, there is a chance for 60 points. We'll see how many you can get. Remember, you're trying to get at least 8 out of 10 on each set. You want to say your answer out loud before I say it. Okay, so that's the challenge. You're going to see if you can get your answer said before I give the correct answer. All right, so yesterday we did levels D1 and D2. Those were words with 2 syllables, and we took away either the first syllable or the second syllable. You're going to notice our words today have 3 syllables. All right, you ready for our first 10 from E1? I am going to clap these. If you need to clap at home with me, that's great. And then we'll do a set without clapping. So here we go. Say nearsighted. Now say nearsighted, but don't say near. Sighted. Say everything. Say everything, but don't say thing. Every. Say overcoat. Say overcoat, but don't say coat. Over. Say meadowlark. Say meadowlark, but don't say lark. Meadow. Say honeybee. Say honeybee, but don't say bee. Honey. Say overlook. Say overlook, but don't say look. Over. Say fingerprint. Say fingerprint, but don't say print. Finger. Say grandmother. Say grandmother, but don't say grand. Mother. Say policeman. Say policeman, but don't say man. Police. Say outspoken. Say outspoken, but don't say out. Spoken. Okay, how'd you do? That's the first 10. Now let's do a 10 where I don't clap. If you still need to clap at home, that's great. But remember, you're trying to get to where you can do this game just by listening. All right, here we go. Say sunflower. Say sunflower, but don't say sun. Flower. Say submarine. Say submarine, but don't say sub. Marine. Say granddaughter. Say granddaughter, but don't say grand. Daughter. Say passageway. Say passageway, but don't say way. Passage. Say salt water. Say salt water, but don't say salt. Water. Say arrowhead. Say arrowhead, but don't say head. Arrow. Say butterscotch. Say butterscotch, but don't say scotch. Butter. Say grasshopper. Say grasshopper, but don't say grass. Hopper. Say scoutmaster. Say scoutmaster, but don't say scout. Master. Say expressway. Say expressway, but don't say way. Express. All right, that was our second group of 10. How are you doing? We've done 20 so far. All right, now we're gonna move to E2. So I'm gonna turn my page. On our words in E2, you're gonna notice that they still have the 3 syllables. In these words, they're no longer whole little words that we're taking apart and still leaving a word that we recognize. We're gonna be taking away just parts of words, and it's gonna create kind of a nonsense, silly sounding word. You're gonna also notice that on our E2 words, we're gonna be taking away just that first syllable. So listen carefully. Now on these are not as tricky as the E3 ones are gonna be, but make sure that you're only taking away that first syllable, that you're not taking away something from the start of the second syllable, or you're not leaving part of that first syllable with the rest of the word. So listen carefully and see how you do. We're gonna still clap on these to get started. All right, here we go. Say recorder. Say recorder, but don't say re. Quarter. Say detergent. Say detergent, but don't say D. Turgent. Say vanilla. Say vanilla, but don't say V. Nilla. Say continue. Say continue, but don't say con. Continue. Say delightful. Say delightful, but don't say D. Lightful. Say iguana. Say iguana, but don't say I. Guana. Say chinchilla. Say chinchilla, but don't say chin. Chilla. Say pajamas. Say pajamas, but don't say pa. Jamas. Say vacation. Say vacation, but don't say vay. Cation. Say partition. Say partition, but don't say par. Tition. All right, that's the first group in E2. Now let's do the second set without the clapping. All right, here we go. Say recover. Say recover, but don't say re. Cover. Say petition. Say petition, but don't say pa. Tition. Say beginning. Say beginning, but don't say be. Ginning. Say demolish. Say demolish, but don't say duh. Molish. Say chihuahua. Say chihuahua, but don't say cha. Wawa. Say persistent. Say persistent, but don't say per. Sistent. Say 11. Say 11, but don't say a. 11. Say department. Say department, but don't say D. Partment. Say procedure. Say procedure, but don't say seizure. Say removal, but don't say removal. All right, that was our next group of 10. So we've now done E1 and E2. If you need to take a little break before doing E3, just press pause on the video and I'll be here waiting for you when you come back. If not, let's go ahead and we'll turn the page and go to our E3 words. So here we go. E3. Say compliment. Say compliment, but don't say plummet. Say turmoil. Say turmoil, but don't say moil. Say acrobat. Say acrobat, but don't say robat. Say wonderful. Say wonderful, but don't say wonderful. Say permanent. Say permanent, but don't say permanent. Say carnival. Say carnival, but don't say novel. Say margarine. Say margarine, but don't say margarine. Say substitute. Say substitute, but don't say statute. Say studio. Say studio, but don't say dio. Say barbecue. Say barbecue, but don't say barbecue. All right, how are you doing? Here's our last group of 10. I'm not going to clap. Let's see how you do on our final group, E3. Say company. Say company, but don't say punny. Say interval. Say interval, but don't say interval. Say formerly. Say formerly, but don't say merly. Say perfectly. Say perfectly, but don't say fictly. Say livelihood. Say livelihood, but don't say livelihood. Say ornament. Say ornament, but don't say ornament. Say Germany. Say Germany, but don't say money. Say industry. Say industry, but don't say industry. Say merchandise. Say merchandise, but don't say merchandise. Say carpenter. Say carpenter, but don't say carpenter. All right, that's it. Bye.